The ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Chiefs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Under 10, 10.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Herrick. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. We're scoreless after 1.
29. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 94 for Mike.
On 2nd and 12. Carr. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. At the 8-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just have good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he'll look downfield for Waller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there just before halftime. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker will kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. Flushed out right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Raiders have got him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Running it with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
The Chiefs 45-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Carr now to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Marshall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Escaping the front. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes will throw. Finding Hardman. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Jacobs, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Carr. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So this one a victory.